Good afternoon. I'm here to talk to you about the California Energy Design Assistance Program, otherwise known as CEDA, and how you all can get involved to help make this program as successful as possible. That's me, Rebecca Upham. I'm really just an energy modeler. So what is the CEDA program? It is a statewide utility rebate program for new construction. And I don't know if anybody remembers Savings by Design, where you had to build a whole building energy analysis, prove that you influenced the design, and then at the end, the owner might get an incentive based on the approved savings. This is not that program. It is intended to replace that program. And when we first rolled it out, it was actually very similar to that program. But it has since evolved into something very different that we feel will better meet the needs of the California market. And we are primarily focused on electrification and decarbonization rather than straight-up energy savings. So we do still do a whole building energy analysis, and that analysis includes a carbon analysis, where we look at carbon emissions and how they might evolve over time as the electric grid presumably gets better. We do not use this analysis, however, to actually calculate the incentives. The owner incentives are based on high-performance measures. High-performance measures are measures that we feel will reduce carbon emissions in the state of California if adopted on a wide scale. So we want to encourage these measures as much as we possibly can in as many buildings as possible where they make sense. But we don't have to prove influence. So if a project comes in the door already planning to do these measures, the owner can still get an incentive if they, A, adopt the measure, and B, are willing to share information with us. We want to know what measures they're doing, how they decided to do these measures, maybe what obstacles they've encountered along the way. We want information about the equipment, and we might want to do some data logging at the end. So if they implement the measure and share the information, they get the incentive. The goal is to collect as much information as we can about these measures so we can see which ones are working and which ones maybe aren't working as well as we thought they would. So how do all of you come in? Well, somebody has to do all this analysis, both the whole building analysis and the high performance measure analysis. And we can do it. We do that all the time. That's part of my job description. But we don't have to do it. And I'm in a room full of energy modelers who are familiar with the California market. Some of you have established clients. You know what their priorities are, what they're open to, what they're not open to, and they trust you to help them make good decisions about their buildings. So we want to leverage that. We would like to have you do some of this analysis so that it can be as useful and effective as possible for the building owners, the design teams, and for the state of California. So what's in it for you? Oh, we're missing a slide. Well, I'll just have to tell you then. Money, money, money. If you do the analysis, if you just enroll in the program, there is a $2,800 design team incentive, and that's if we do the analysis. If you do the analysis, there's an additional $5,225 for the design team for a total of, for a total of $8,025. So, and this is not intended to be a big lift if you've already been hired to do an energy analysis in the first place, because we're not paying you to do the analysis. We are paying you to share information with us about the analysis you already did. So we want to know, what you looked at, how you modeled it, what kind of discussions you had with the design team, and what kind of decisions were made. And so then you package that up and give it to us in a format that we can use. You don't have to follow a protocol. You don't have to use a specific software. You don't have to prove influence. But you do also have to do the high performance measure analysis. And some of those measures are pretty well fleshed out, and we can share our calculators with you. Some you might have to pull some results out of your model and apply an incentive rate. Some actually are not very well fleshed out. And that is your opportunity to have some influence in the program. Tell us how you think those measures should be applied. And we would love to hear from you on that, because our goal is to partner with you to make this program as effective as possible for everyone involved. So if that sounds good to you, then contact us and we can give you more information about the program than I can give you in a 5-minute power talk. So that's what I've got. Thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you.